Hey everyone, it's Zero here, and today we're going to do another video playthrough for you. This is one of my favorite card games brought to you in online format. This is YuGiOh Online 3 Duel Accelerator. As you can see, there's a nice picture of Yusei Fudo and his trademark Stardust Dragon there. Now, I originally discovered this game in a Shonen Jump news article in the magazine a few years back, and I've been playing it off and on for the last, give or take, 4 years. Now, one notice here, while you can still go and download the game and play, YuGiOh Online Duel Accelerator will be officially going offline on September 30th of 2012, and that'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So go ahead and play for the next month or so, and you'll have to stick to real life dueling. That is, unless Konami and them see this video, which there's always hope, and they realize people still play this and still love it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start a match against the NPCs for you. Go to online, and while it connects my user ID, I will go ahead and walk you through this. Now, some of you may or may not be familiar with how YuGiOh works. YuGiOh is a online, it was originally a television show based on a manga comic by Kazuki Takahashi. It centers around a card game which in the manga is called Duel Monsters. We know it as the YuGiOh trading card game. YuGiOh Online was the first foray into online multiplayer dueling for the YuGiOh franchise, which in recent years, because of the advent of the Nintendo DS, Wi-Fi playability, etc., the newer DS cartridges and such have unfortunately made this game obsolete, which is quite a shame, because there's nothing better than sitting at your desktop and playing a little YuGiOh with somebody halfway across the world, especially if you don't have Wi-Fi like me. Now, I'm going to find an NPC to duel here with, just for your pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go to the Kybra Corporation office here, and the reason I like this is, this creepy guy here, Zigzix. Fans of the 5D series may recognize him. No offense, I sure as hell don't. As you can see, he's ever so exciting to see this duel. In the Kaiba Corporation office, there's actually two modes of play here. There's standard mode, in which case only these blue highlighted characters are accessible. And then if you have the Duelist Premium, which was originally obtained through buying booster points, which is used for purchasing cards, card protectors, etc., you could unlock these extra characters, such as My Valentine, Bandit Keith. Now, these are all from YuGiOh, the original YuGiOh. As you can tell, you have Yami Merrick, Yami Bakura, Yugi Moto, the young child version. The unlocked duelist we have presently are Yami Yugi, Seto Kaiba, and Joey Wheeler. Now, on the left-hand side here, you see a friendship level. This tells you what your friendship level is. As the bar fills up, you unlock new decks that they duel you with. This is the Wrath of the Black Dragon, which is essentially Joey's Season 1 deck. You earn more points when you win a match as opposed to losing a match, which is why my Seto Kaiba bar is so low. I've won 1 and lost 2. Much like in the series, Kaiba is a very difficult duelist to beat. Yami Yugi I'm about even with. You also have Yu-Gi-Oh! GX characters available to you, such as Jaden Yuki and his Elemental Heroes, Chaz Princeton and his deck, and Alexis Rhodes and her deck. The unlockable ones include Cyrus, Hellkaiser, which many of you will know as Zane Truesdale, Jesse Anderson, the Crystal Beast Duelist, Aster Phoenix, the Destiny Hero Duelist, and Velian Crowler, that the annoying professor from Obelisk Blue. Also, you have 5D's characters, which include Yusei Fudo, Jack Atlas, and Akiza Inzinski. Those are the standard unlocked duelists, and each of them uses their trademark decks, like Stardust Dragon deck. Jack Atlas, I'm assuming, uses his Crimson Dragon deck, and Red Dragon Archfiend deck, and Akiza uses her Rose Dragon deck. You also can duel against Leo and Luna, the twins, Crow Hogan and his Blackwing deck, Carly Carmine and her Fortune Ladies deck, and Kalen Kessler in his deck. Now, since I do not have Duelist Premium, and I'm unable to purchase it because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Online going offline, I'm going to do a standard duel. And I think I will give you guys an exciting little duel here. Maybe I shouldn't duel one of... No. I'm sure you guys are all excited to see this, so I'm going to duel one of these mainstream duelists. And let's go ahead and get my butt kicked by Seto Kaiba real quick. Maybe I'll surprise you all and actually win a duel against him. Now, in order to successfully duel against him, we need to go ahead and double-click his name again, which will open this little screen here. And Seto Kaiba says, "So you have the guts to come back and face me? Fine, like the dweeb you are, I shall take pleasure in destroying you." What a jerk, just like the comics. Start duel. Now, this is the dual deck selection screen. As you can see, I have 30 seconds to select my deck. I have a Shadow Theme deck, Harpies deck, E-Hero deck, E-Hero 2 deck, and Advanced Dark World deck. Now I'm going to use my Advanced Dark World deck with my black deck protectors. And hopefully Zero Raven will be able to beat Seto Kaiba. Now, much like many other Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling games, this one starts with a rock, paper, scissors game, and then the choice of who gets to go first. Not a little action. Zero versus Kaiba. Fortunately for me, my frame rate isn't bad at all, given the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Online is normally a resource-heavy game. As you can see, I'm using Dark World monsters here, and unlike a person-to-person duel, there is no time limit. We have avatar portraits of the duelists. We have the life point counters. We have a dropping bar, which will also display life points as I take damage or Kaiba takes damage. And if this was a match mode, we would have match counters in these circles here. As you can see, my hand down here. So, now as I play, I'm sure some of you are not familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, or Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. Now, this is Widespread Ruin. It is a nice little trap card. Now, the trick with trap cards is they have to be set on the field for one turn before they can be activated. So by setting it on my turn, during Kaiba's next turn, I can activate it and destroy his monster, hopefully. Now, this is Mystical Space Typhoon. It is a quick play spell card, which can be activated during either player's turn. However, for my own fortune, I'm going to set this card so I can use it during Kaiba's turn. If it was in my hand, I could activate it at any time during my turn. But being on the field, I can activate it during his. And next I'm going to summon a monster, which is placing it face up and vertical. I'm going to play Braun, the Mad King of Dark World. Now, this Dark World deck let me go ahead and end my turn real quick. This Dark World deck is centered around discarding cards. All the cards in this deck, well, most of the cards in this deck, like Gren and Brow, have effects which activate when they're discarded from the hand. Ooh, Vorse Raider. Now, as you can see, Vorse Raider has 1900 attack points. Do I want to activate the spell card? No. I'm not going to use that just yet. There's nothing to destroy with it. Now, if he attacks me, like he did, I'm going to activate my Widespread Ruin and destroy the opponent's monster with the highest attack, which is his Vorse Raider. Now, I like the animations that they have for this, such as the players waving their arms when they play cards and such, and it just adds so much more to this game than some of the older Yu-Gi-Oh platform games. I also own the YuGiOh Power of Chaos series, which was a set of 3 computer games featuring Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey respectively. And the trick with that was you could actually go ahead and load your cards that you had earned in the previous game up into the new game. Let me go ahead and activate Wide's Mystical Space Typhoon here. And which one of these will I destroy? Let's go with the left. Whatever. Shrink. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna cut my monster's attack in half. And Call of the Haunted. I hate when Kaiba does this to me. What the... Now, much like many other Yu-Gi-Oh games, this actually has a mildly cheesy background music, and unlike the some of the other games, it doesn't happen to have voice acting, which was a downside for me because I really wanted to hear Kaiba and his, evil, cocky little voice going, "My turn." But, hey, what are you going to do? Now, I don't like that Mirage Dragon because its effect prevents me from activating trap cards during my turn, or during the battle phase, rather. So I'm going to obliterate it and remove it from play with my Bottomless Trap Hole, though my poor Brawn is going to take a large hit. Now, unfortunately, Kaiba's deck is built around brute power, and the strongest cards I have in this deck, I believe, are 2,300 attack points. Now that's going to come in handy. Mirror Force. Any Yu-Gi-Oh player knows that is a premier card to have, allowing me to destroy all my opponent's attack position monsters when they attack. It's just can wipe out the field in one turn. Ancient Rules. He's going to bring out the Blue Eyes. How Kaiba of him. You gotta love the key card movements. Blue Eyes, White Dragon. Now, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds for the 3DS, this does not have monster summon animations for key cards. In that game, like when you would bring out a key card like Blue Eyes or an Egyptian God card, you would see a very nice animation of the card being summoned. Let me go ahead and wipe out the field real quick. And that's one thing I was disappointed with this, but the later version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Online 3 was actually very, very good because originally this game was pay-to-play. You had to spend your duel points to play matches, but you also were able to win packs if you won a match. If you won a match, you usually got like 3 cards, and if you lost a match, you only got 1 card. But wait, no, that's a different game. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. If you won a match, you got a pack. If you lost a match, it's been so long since I played this version, I completely forget. so I do apologize for that. I will be honest, this version I've gotten so used to, where it's free play, but you don't win cards, unfortunately. You can still get free cards by beating NPCs and such, and eventually they'll give you cards like Horus the Black Flame Dragon, but it's not like it used to be. He's activating Raigeki Break, allowing him to destroy a monster, which is going to be a downside because it means he'll have a monster and I won't have any. Now the question to ask is, which monster should I consider to sacrifice, more or less? I'll go ahead and set this card on the field, and then my turn. Now I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh or not, but monsters have level stars. For example, Khaki, the Gorilla of Dark World, is a 2-star monster. Now monster levels 1 through 4 can be played with, straight from the hand, no tributes or anything along those lines required. Monster levels 5 and 6, like Silva, the Warlord of Dark World here, require a tribute, sacrificing one monster like so to play him. Now, monsters of level 7 and higher generally only require 2 tributes, unless, of course, it specifically says in the card text that it requires more. For example, Egyptian god cards, such as I have in my real-life collection, require 3 tributes. So it's a nice little, tidbit here and there to know. Select one of your opponents. Well, it's a good thing I didn't have any monsters after that. I forgot about Ancient Lamp's effect. Had I had another monster, he could have had Silva attack that monster instead. I love that effect because I've used it in my real-life Kaiba theme deck. Kaiba's always been one of my favorite duelists. I just love the brutality of the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, though in later years I've changed my standards a little bit, gone more to dark theme decks, decks built around cards like Dark Magician or Vampires, much like my Magic the Gathering deck is a vampire theme deck. Now this card I actually played here is called Spirit Reaper. It's considered to be a barrier monster because in its effect it says it cannot be destroyed by battle. Now this card is a unique card in that if it's able to attack directly, which means the opponent has no monsters on the field, and I use that card to hit his life points directly, the opponent randomly discards 1 card. So he's going to use that to take out Silva instead of Spirit Reaper, which was actually a good play on his part because Spirit Reaper is only 300 attack points, and it would put a slight damper on my plans for... Now, there's the trick. Do I risk it? Let me set this card. Flip summon this. And now, let me risk it. This is a huge risk, ladies and gentlemen. Playing Dark World Dealings, we both get to draw a card, but then we both have to discard a card. So if I draw a good card, well, unfortunately I want to keep Khaki in my hand because he has no monsters on the field to use it with. But now I can actually activate Pot of Avarice. Allows me to return 5 monsters in my graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shuffle them into my deck and then draw 2 additional cards, which will give me a slight advantage, especially since I haven't played a monster yet. So if I draw a monster, I might be able to drop Kaiba's life points down a little bit more. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm dueling for you guys or if it's what the deal is, but I'm doing so much better than I normally do at this point. it's amazing because normally by now Kaiba would have at least one Blue Eyes on the field and be wiping the floor with me, which is why I usually don't duel him very often. So, kind of, maybe I'll have a chance to beat Kaiba before YuGiOh Online goes offline. Sort of retribution. God, I hope they're not dumbing down the AI. Alrighty, well, that's a good thing he got rid of that card, because that would have put a major damper on all my plans here. Would destroy my entire back line of defense here. Heavy Storm is a very brutal card for those of you who are not aware. It will allow him to destroy all spell and trap cards on the field, not just mine, but his too. So I'll go ahead and activate Mystic Plasma Zone, which will boost my Spirit Reaper by 500, making it a 800 attack monster, but it also removes 300 defense. 300? 400. Even worse. Which means Spirit Reaper has 0 defense right now. Fortunately for me, with his effect, I'm pretty much to maintain a total control right now, which is quite amazing, given the fact that, as I said before, Kaiba normally wipes the floor with me. So let's see what he can do. A monster, Vorcerator. Well, there's 2 sides to every Schwartz, and this is one of them. This is the upside. Defense draw. I take no damage, and I get a card. Ooh. He is not going to like me this turn. Because I am now going to play Soul Exchange. Allows me to use his monster as a tribute to bring out my Silva. Bring it out without sacrificing one of my own monsters, which gives me pretty much a 2800 attack point monster for a grand total of 3600. Now, hold on one moment, ladies. I am so sorry I had to cut off for a second there. Unfortunately, there were some other pressing issues. Now, to go back to what I was saying, due to the effect of Soul Exchange, I can't attack this turn, which hurts me, but it'll hurt Kaiba worse, seeing as how I have around 3600 total damage I can do to him right now. So I'm going to have to go ahead and end my turn for now, and see where this goes. My turn. Draw. Manju of the 10,000 Hands. Activate his effect. What's he gonna do? Add 1 ritual monster or a ritual spell. Chose a spell. What's he gonna do? What is he doing? He's not doing anything. He's attacking. Kaiba, Kaiba, Kaiba. I had such strong hopes for you, Kaiba boy. I wish I could duel Pegasus right now. That'd be a blast one to show you. Him and his tunes. They'd drive you bonkers. Well, anyway, let me go ahead and play another monster. Brow, Huntsman of the Dark World. Again, he gains a nice power bonus. Let me go ahead and wipe the floor with Kaiba here. I think it's funny that he took the time to go ahead and pull a card to his hand that's just going to go bye-bye anyway. I mean, Kaiba's a good duelist, but I expected better of him. Attack with Silva. Nothing personal. Yeah, my guy's kind of a jerk. You can customize what your characters say. You can either have default dialogue, or you can type in your own. And to match his glaring personality here, I kind of made him into a badass, I guess you would say. Little cocky, just kind of like me. Thinks he's better. It's a perfect match for Kaiba. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like I just may beat Kaiba. It's utterly amazing. Maybe I should draw it out just a little bit longer. See if I can pull out one of my top cards. Summon a monster in set position. That's kind of a double there. Anyway, go ahead and play Stealth Bird in defense mode. And attack with, go ahead and attack with Silva, the warlord of Dark World. Mirage Dragon. The annoying little light type dragon. 1600 attack may not seem like all that much, but that effect is a pain in the ass. Since it stops me from using trap cards during the battle phase. Magic Cylinder, Mirror Force, all those cards I tend to rely on. End my turn. Ooh. Should I do it? Should I do it? I'm gonna do it. Monster Reborn. I think this is how I'm gonna end it, guys. Yeah. What better way to end this video than by beating Kaiba with his own card? Oh man. I don't even need my attack bonus right now. Blue Eyes White Dragon, White Lightning Attack. Nothing better than beating Kaiba at his own game. Oh man. That look of utter horror on his face. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was YuGiOh Online Duel Accelerator, and that was my victory over Seto Kaiba, which I tell you, it doesn't happen very often. He and I are now in a draw out of 4 matches. I hope he's taking it better than I think he is. If only these AI could talk. What will Kaiba say? This can't be. Me lose never. You'll pay for this. Oh my god, can't you just imagine Kaiba getting upset and walking away? Well, Kaiba looks like he's ready for revenge, so I may go ahead and play a little after I end this video. That, again, ladies and gentlemen, was YuGiOh Online 3 Duel Accelerator, featuring YuGiOh, YuGiOh GX, and YuGiOh 5Ds. Unfortunately, the new YuGiOh Zexal series will not be making an appearance due to YuGiOh Online going offline on September 30th of this year. Again, that was September 30th, 9/30 of 2012. And, go ahead and rate, comment, subscribe, and tell me what other games you'd like to see me play. I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough of YuGiOh Online. And this will be Zero Raven saying I'll see you guys later.